Hey fairies, welcome back to my channel. I do hope y'all keep cool, kind, and classy today. And today we're going to do some tarot. I do know that the quality of my video is not spectacular, but it's what I'm working with right now, and it's the best that I can do. The message is the most important part, truly. I know that's what people say with bad video quality, but it really is. If I had a black screen and a good message, that's all that matters. So, basically, yes, right when I put these cards down, I could see it too. So, we got the Two Cups coming out. Completion. 55 seconds, as I say. Okay, so the energy is feeling a little bit stagnant. It's feeling a bit slow. It's feeling a little bit weighted, if you will. I'm feeling like a weighted energy. Because of this, it just feels, like a prelude might be the word. I'm looking for a certain word, but it just feels like kind of the calm before the storm, if you will. It feels like you're getting into something and you're ready and you're at the starting line. I almost said finish line, so hi y'all, welcome in. So basically, it is the beginning. And see, the thing about collective is that we tend to think that as soon as we heal, that as soon as we become our best self, that as soon as we kind of put everything aside and become our highest, I actually don't know what that means. Then everything is over and our life is over and everything is done. But it actually is just starting. It's just starting. And I feel that everything that I say goes without saying. I feel that the energy is speaking for itself, essentially. I feel that we are at a time in our life where we are finally celebrating who we are. And this is a rare occasion. Though it is something that should come about every day, essentially. This is something that we're supposed to do every day. And this is why you see people so hurt. This is why you see people so broken and lost. Because we do not celebrate ourselves every day. This is essential. This is something that we're supposed to be doing. This is something that will contribute to our betterment. Hi guys, welcome in. So without celebration, without self, if you will, you're starting to put the self in celebration. It's such a beautiful thing. I don't know who that is. If I could help you, I would. Are we talking about people? Are we talking about people that we like? Because I might be able to help you with that. I might be able to help you with that. So yes, we are starting strong on 10 of Cups. And I just saw the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, y'all. I just saw the Wheel of Fortune. And I do feel that at the end of the day, there are energies fighting over you. If this is the answer that you're looking for, don't let this go to your head, please. This is not what I'm here to do. But I do feel that there are people fighting over you. I feel that there are energies fighting over you. I feel that there are essentially like bigger than just people, communities, if you will. I feel that there are communities fighting over you. And I feel that at the end of the day, the reason, if you feel isolated within yourself, the reason that nobody approaches you and the reason that you are so isolated is because people see you directly. People see directly who you are, and they don't feel confident enough within themselves in order to approach you. I just happen to be holding that. So I think that this is a huge correlation to why you feel the way that you do. See, so the thing about reconciling is that I'm just gonna say it's like waiting. And waiting doesn't feel good. And if you have somebody in your life that you're waiting to come back in, waiting to reconcile with, waiting for your life to start, and waiting for your benefits to come in from the universe before or pre this person coming in, right? Pre this person coming in. As soon as they come in, you think that everything will just transform. You think that you're going to be happier. You think that you'll be a better person within yourself. And I feel that if you are concerned about somebody coming in and you don't know if they are or not, then just remember who you are. I had to bleep it out, okay? Just remember who you are, because at the end of the day, it is truly about whether or not you want to spend your life with somebody, right? You gotta think about the way that these people made you feel. And maybe you were really happy with this person, maybe not, but regardless, there are people in your life that do not have the same intent that you will have for yourself if you fall into who you are. So there's that. So yes, I do feel that this is for people who are held back by, okay, I got these cards trying to come out. I do feel that this is, yeah, for people, exactly. Okay, yeah. I do, these cards are sweet talking me a little bit, but I really feel like you have people, and I was just speaking on this yesterday, you have people in your life that are trying to essentially come back in, but they know that they don't have what it takes to come in. They, literally or figuratively, they know that they don't have what it takes to come in, right? Okay, so this is you, and you are essentially putting your blessings off in order to wait for these people to come in. To wait for these people to come in order to be your best and fullest self. And because of this, you are prolonging a heartbreak that is essentially being established by people who are so busy fighting. They have their heads up their ass. They have their heads up their ass. And they're way too busy fighting. If not for you, they're way too busy fighting for their ego, essentially. And this is contributing to a imbalanced mindset. Excuse me, confirmation. So, yeah, you have people who, see, it's like you know to decipher from these people. And it's such a confusing energy because, and that's the whole energy right now. It's like a passive-aggressive, confusing energy, and they're like conflicting and retracting and just like appalled by each other, essentially, because you know who you are. You know who you are, and these people don't want you to. And now that you are coming into yourself, they don't like that. They don't like that you are coming into yourself because they wanted to come into you. They wanted to be the one that you essentially relied on with no, see, this is exactly what I'm saying. They wanted to be the one that you relied on while they had no genuine stability within themselves. And because they had no genuine stability within themselves, you had to go and find your own way and establish the resources and tools within yourself in order to fill your own cup, because you knew this whole time that you were just going to have to regulate yourself to being heartbroken with these people unless, ooh, okay, I pulled a few cards, all right, but this table is not big enough. It's a cardboard box. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's a cardboard box, but it's not big enough. So I basically am literally, okay, wow. See, you're fighting for everything that you are, and I feel like it's causing an immense energy shift, and not only an energy shift, but it's causing an immense not force field, I'm looking for a word. It's causing an immense power struggle. That's what it is. It's causing an immense power struggle. And because you are establishing an immense power struggle, you are finally understanding that it's okay to come out of your cave. You're okay, you're safe to come out of your cave. And because you're finally finding yourself walking out of your cave, you are able to you're able to see yourself in the light. And I spoke on this yesterday as well. The sun is coming out. The sun is coming out, and you're able to see yourself in full bloom. In full bloom. And these people know that you see that blooming essence, right? Within yourself. And they hate it. They hate it because they ain't it. That's the whole energy. They hate it because they ain't it. I feel the need to talk about this, but I just ran into somebody today that was literally trying to exchange energy with me. And when I said, you know, you're not good for me. You're not good for me because I know how to decipher between who is going to contribute to my higher self and fill my cup. They got really defensive. They got really defensive, and I really felt the need to talk about that. So maybe that's for somebody who is possibly waiting for somebody to come into their life, or they're waiting, like for an ex, I'm particularly talking about. For an ex to come into your life, for a family member to come into your life, I feel that collective is waiting for closure that is not going to happen. You're literally waiting for confirmation in order to come out of hermit mode fully, in order to fully submerge yourself in yourself. And because people are seeing that you are ready to do this, and you are starting to get to the point where you're going to do it with or without confirmation, you're breaking this cycle. You're breaking this cycle, and you're bringing in your blessings. Ooh, this is spicy, y'all. Confirmation. Woo! So you're bringing in your blessings. You're establishing yourself. You are becoming your strongest self, and you are finally understanding that some people just don't have what you need. And it really contributed to a majority of the mindset that you were holding, that lack mindset, that painful mindset, that I need to put up a force field mindset or else people are going to hurt me. So it was just that logic that you were really incorporating within your fullest self. So that's the little splinter that was getting in your way. That's the little splinter that was really holding up your fullest version. So because you are finally coming out of that, whether or not others will allow you to, they are naturally going to start flowing in. These people are naturally going to start flowing in that had hurt you initially. And they're going to try to convince you to come back to the dark side, essentially. And when you say, no, I know what I have. I know who I am. I know all of my power. I know all of my power. And I know, figuratively and physically, I know all of my power. Figuratively and physically. You know what you stand for. And you're thinking, this is what you're thinking, okay? So when I went on the journey to better myself, when I tried to establish my best self through the rain, when I tried to establish my best self through starvation and freezing temperature and just overall unrealistic living environment, you were really waiting for these people to come in, and you were waiting for these people to essentially walk with you, right? Like you were waiting for these people to really meet you where you were, but you knew the whole time that they weren't going to. Deep down, you already knew that they weren't going to do this for you. You already knew deep down that they were not going to meet you where you are. So you kept walking. You kept walking, regardless of knowing that you're going to fall off a cliff. You're going to fall off a cliff because you knew, energy. You knew that what was below that cliff was so much bigger than yourself, I'm hearing. You knew it was bigger than yourself. You knew it was bigger than yourself. You knew that it would contribute to your betterment. And what was below that cliff was rock bottom. Now, I feel that Collective didn't get to rock bottom by giving in to their worst side of their self, by disregarding their shadows, by ignoring their intuition. I felt that Collective got to rock bottom just by being honest about what they feel, where they are. So they just kind of went there, if you will. They went there. And hi guys, welcome in. So you kind of say this properly. Clarify. Okay. So essentially, because you were your own nurse, like this is what I'm hearing. You were your own nurse through all of that starvation, through all of those freezing temperatures, through all of that pain and the bullshit, if you will. And because of this, you really found yourself in a new light. You're starting to see yourself in a new sense. And you're starting to find new senses. You are starting to establish new senses within yourself and understand all that you have to offer, all that you are becoming. And you understand now that the rock and the hard place that you were in between was only making you feel like you aren't good enough. Wow, that's exactly, yeah. I didn't even know what I was going to say till I looked down. So until you accepted who you were just walking through this limbo. And you were falling out of balance with working to maintain this balance. You were literally working to maintain a joy that was unobtainable within this environment. And I'm essentially telling you that you did the impossible. I'm essentially telling you that you fulfilled and pursued the impossible all by yourself. All by yourself, because you knew that the people in your previous environment were not going to contribute to your betterment and contribute to your reciprocation that you were rightfully in a deserving energy of. I feel that you have been in this deserving energy of getting that reciprocation for so long, but you weren't getting it because people just genuinely didn't be honest about the fact that you deserved more, because you knew that you were going to that you were going to essentially to the morning, to the morning of letting these people go. So, as soon as you've awakened to this morning, right? You're finally understanding that your world is not here. You're finally understanding that your environment is not within the one that you are literally experiencing currently. I'm just looking at these cards, and I feel that there's little parts of you that you resonate with thoroughly, and you're just kind of like you're literally picking through them right now, and you're understanding like what isn't meant for you. You're understanding what isn't meant for you, what will what will contribute and radiate and essentially your blessings that you have coming in. Confirmation. So, alright, so there's that, honestly. And, okay, yeah. Here's the thing. I feel the need to talk about this, because you are finally understanding that it doesn't make you wrong, that it doesn't make you imbalanced, that it doesn't make you a horrible person, nor a bully, in order to understand who and who is not meant for you. Because I feel that people in your life have chosen a lifestyle and have continuously chosen this lifestyle in order to shove you away. And you are essentially the truth. If you resonate with Collective, you are the truth. And you stand within your power. So because you have established this power within yourself, people tried and tried and tried. I'm talking stayed up late at night. I'm talking cried themselves to sleep type shit. because they could not get you to convert to their perspective. Hey! What's up, girl? I appreciate your support so much. It really means a lot. Yes, so these people have truly chosen. And the chosen choose, but these choosers are not chosen. So I feel that you have really come into a time in your life where you're less trying to play this role of, the person that got hurt. You're trying to really come out of it, and you're trying to really truly be the light through it. And that is a very difficult thing to do. To really sit back and say, you know what, it's my turn. It's my turn. It's my motherfucking turn to say if I'm okay with something or not. Because people have always told me, people have always given me a shitty option or a shitty option. And this correlates directly to the hangman. So they've always given you two options that made you feel depleted. Because at the end of the day, these two options contributed to their benefit, not their betterment. Wow, that could have been such a good quote if I didn't stutter. Okay, anyway, so I feel like now that you are finally seeing the truth about people around you, you are finally understanding, oh, that fell out. That literally fell right out. Yes, you are finally understanding that it's okay to move on. Truthfully. That was magical. That was so magical what just happened. It makes me want to So, it's literally that. You're looking at the sky and you're saying, this has been here the whole time. It's such a beautiful feeling. I just feel that you're really coming into synchronization with the sun. You're really coming into, and here's the thing, because I feel like these people are starting to understand that they made you feel like you're less, are starting to understand, and I think they knew the whole time, but they just didn't understand to what extent, and now they're finally, hi guys, welcome in. Let me talk about, oh my gosh, my vision is not what it used to be. Howar, yes, okay, let me talk about him, okay? So, let's talk about it, let's clear the spread. And right away, I'm getting a 10 of cups. Right away, I'm getting a 10 of cups. So, I don't know a lot about this person. I don't know anything about this person, but I do think that it's literally like if you know deep down that this person makes you feel good about yourself, then keep moving through it. Keep moving with it. Don't push against it. And if this person just starts to kind of make you feel like, yeah, I mean, I'm getting good signs in the cards. I mean, shit. Like, I usually have nothing bad to say, but I don't have anything bad to say right now. But I will say that if you ever feel in your heart like there is any consideration whether or not it is going to work out for you, then understand that it is there for a reason. And if you feel when you ever have to step back and look at somebody and perceive a different way, perceive them for who they are, then that makes you wisdomatic. That makes you wisdomatic, and sometimes it makes you able to hold your ground. Sometimes it makes you able to hold your ground. But I will be completely honest. If we ever need to ask about somebody, then sometimes that's a sign in itself. But I do feel that this is a person you might be able to have a good time with. Like, and it might not even be sensually. You might be able to go on dates. You might be able to have a good day. You might be able to have some fun. But at the end of the day, I do feel that there might be a restraint. There might be a blockage. And what is this blockage? Confidence. Confidence. So if you ever do step back and you look at this person and you say, you know what, I feel like there's something that you are not telling me about, then don't pry, but definitely approach. Don't pry, but approach. And if this person is so prideful that they don't want to talk about it, then find your blessing somewhere else. But if you approach this person and say, I do feel this way, and I do and they actually do it, move with that, because it is very difficult. It is very difficult to go on a journey that contributes to your betterment. And this card wants to come out. So, oh wow, okay, now we're getting really good signs. I'm getting a lot of questions. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for bringing in the questions. All right, so I'm breaking it at the Ace of Swords, right? I'm breaking it at the Ace of Swords. And with the Ace of Swords, you are essentially becoming your power. You are your power. I feel that I'm just going to talk about you. I'm not going to talk about this other person because I don't want to say something that I don't mean. So I do feel that you are a very powerful being. I feel that you are a very, very powerful being. Be sublime, okay? Literally in your name. So I feel that you are a very powerful being. And hypothetically, if a person does travel to you, then it can be something beautiful. But if this person does not travel to you, understand that your power speaks for itself. Understand that your power speaks for itself, and you deserve somebody who can truly reciprocate that. Okay? So check it. I'm going to talk about these chains. I'm going to talk about these chains, okay? Because that's what I came here to do. That is what I came here to do. Thank you. I'm glad you're digging it, Lee. Now, I'm not going to call you Thee. I'm going to call you Sublime, okay? You got to call things by their name, you know what I mean? Alright, I'm going to cut it again. I feel the need to cut it again. Woo! It actually took me a long time to learn how to do that. Alright. Abundance. Just like that. Just like that abundance type shit, okay? Abundance because you are understanding that putting your power down served you no good. You are understanding that putting yourself away and watering yourself down and becoming something within yourself that it does not reign true to who you are made you unabundant. It made you the opposite of this. So I feel that this is in relation to your future as well. I always see this as a future card. I always do, every time. So I see that the more you pick yourself up and the more that you take your power back, the more that you are going to come into synchronization with this abundance. And this card, the word abundance is only scraping the surface of this card. It's just this security and this authenticity and this comfort. And it's not a comfort that is dangerous. It is not the kind of comfort that you go back to in order to essentially contribute to the idea of you letting yourself go, is what I'm trying to say. So you're giving that up. You're giving that up. You're finally, it's friggin' time to celebrate, y'all. Confirmation. It's time to celebrate. Y'all need to move with it, okay? Move with it. Maybe just dance. Just like dance or something, dude. So, basically, and I've been getting this continuously, that you are finally falling out of the scroll that you were given. I hear that word a lot. Just scroll. Just like the script that you were given. The fuck? So because of this, you are truly coming into alignment with, like, just this whole new version. And this version of yourself might scare you a little. That's the thing, because, yeah, this version of yourself is mighty. This version of yourself is essentially royal frequency. I say that quite a bit. This is a royal frequency. This is a frequency that is in direct correlation to balance. To balance. With body, mind, and soul. All of those things. This is a huge part of what makes you yourself. And you gotta think about the chains that you feel. These people have casted chains upon your heart. These people have casted chains upon your soul because they wanted to keep you somewhere that they could watch you. Somewhere that they could siphon off of you. Yes, you better claim it sublime. Come and get your blessings. Come and get your blessings. I don't have my bell on me, but jing-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Come and get your blessings. Time to eat. It's time to eat, okay? So, these chains. Yes, think about the freedom that you feel when you're in a rural area is kind of the energy that I'm getting. That ability to balance effortlessly when you're kind of away from the wrong people. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what this energy is, because you are soon going to be coming into alignment with balanced people, with others who reciprocate your blessings, with others who kind of correlate to exactly yin and yang. It's yin and yang. This is a yin and yang energy. Wow. We have got some serious energy in the chat, y'all. We have got some serious energy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Serious. This ain't fucking around. So, you might bump into people that you meet, right? You might be bumping in. I'm getting this to talk about this. You might be bumping in. Shit, bro. Yeah. You might be bumping into people who are legitimately trying to directly siphon off of you. They have always seen you as a direct energy source. And because you are finally falling out of being that supply for them, you are stumbling, that's the word. You are stumbling upon a whole different world. You are stumbling upon a whole different version and mindset within yourself. So not only are you stumbling upon a whole new world, but you are stumbling, as I said, upon a whole new version of yourself. So it is creating something that is allowing you, see, I feel like these are opposing energies right here. And this balance, okay, so this balance and greed, all right, so we have, excuse me. Yeah, okay, let me just go slow. So we have balance, right? We got balance with the positive energy, and we have greed with the negative energy. So this is a direct correlation of the people that you are waiting for to come back into your life and apologize, right? Like, I felt restraint when I said that, but am I right? Because I feel that Collective has had the balls in their court, man. Collective has the balls in their court, okay? And this is Collective literally has the balls, bro, because you're finally standing up for yourself. Thank you so much, Sublime. I appreciate it. So, you're finally standing up for your the self. Okay, that was not what I meant to say. But the self, you're literally a royal energy, okay? You have to understand this. You have to understand that you are finally receiving everything that you have been waiting for this whole time. And you got to think that these people are slowing down. These people are slowing down because they are not able to receive these blessings with you. So you finally stepped back and you said, I'm a very powerful being and I'm not going to take this from you. I am not going to take this from you. Yeah, I'm not going to take this from you because you made me feel like receiving myself was wrong. You made me feel like receiving myself was out of balance. And see, I've spoken on this too, because you essentially got to the point where you halted on receiving your balance because of the fact you have always been taught that receiving your blessings was out of synchronization with the universe. But the universe has been sitting here the whole time, like, please come and get your food. Please come and get your dinner. Like, please come eat with me. Aww. That's so cute. Like, I'm sitting at this table waiting for you and you have a spot and I haven't seen you this whole time. Because you're listening to people who are in the wrong mindset. You're listening to people who have not unlocked the same level of security and stability and magical qualities within themselves. So they are projecting that onto you. But your cards are phenomenal. Your energy is phenomenal. What you are working with is extraordinary. And these people wanted to legitimately take all of your cards, destiny swap with you, and within that, wanted to project onto you that you will never receive love. Because they are insecure about the fact that they feel they won't receive love from you. So they legitimately wanted to make you feel less than yourself. These cards that I'm putting up here are all the energy of the people that have tried to essentially convert you into something you are not. And so you continuously rebelled. And this is your deck, because you continuously rebelled against this energy. I'm going to be real with y'all. You continuously stepped back and said, I feel like you're trying to take something from me. I gotta get a little personable, y'all. Too personable. And yes, Sublime, this is exactly for that, because this is truly all about what you're feeling, okay? I'm getting a lot, and I will get to you, Nikaya. My vision is just not great. I need glasses or something. Okay, let me make sure I'm saying that right. Nikhil? So, yes. Okay. I have a few things to approach. Elvania. Okay, so Elvania, basically, I feel like the person you're asking about is in correlation to the energy that I'm speaking on. That's exactly what I feel like. And I feel like this energy that... Let's see if I can get this a little closer. I feel like the energy of this person is legitimately in correlation to a energy vampire. So you're literally waiting for an energy vampire to come back into your life. For what? You know what I mean? For what? Because I'm going to tell you because why. So automatically I'm getting that you... Okay. There's a lot here. And I just feel like you don't understand how effortlessly, yeah, even my cards got mad, how effortlessly you you should be able to receive joy. How effortlessly you should be able to receive yourself. So if you're sitting here waiting, and this card wanted to come out, hang on. Yeah, if you're sitting here waiting for something that is only making you feel like you're slowing down, if you're sitting here for something that is making you feel, I don't know what I just said. I don't know if I said that right. If you're sitting here waiting for something that is making you feel inadequate is a huge word that I'm getting, because the universe is good. You gotta think. Grace is good. The universe is good. The energy that you are fighting for is good. Waiting doesn't feel good. Waiting does not feel good. So, if there's no contact with you and this person, then think about somebody who is going to reciprocate the contribution to your blessings. Reciprocate the contribution to who you are. Reciprocate the contribution to everything that you are. See, you have to be willing. Everything you are willing to receive. If you are willing to receive this, then you should have no issue finding somebody who is about you, okay? I think that we just look at ourselves and we think of ourselves as somebody who is exempt from humankind, as in, how could I receive my blessings? You know, like, how would I be worthy of that? Excuse me, I have no right to say this. I have no right to be that. And I think that this is literally such a huge projection of this negative external energy, is my point here. To answer your question in full, if somebody is completely blocking you out, and I've had this experience too with my exes, you know, I'm heavy on this one ex right now, but I know it's not meant to be, because he doesn't make me feel good about the fact that he doesn't want to talk to me, you know, and he doesn't want to talk to me because he literally is so conceited from siphoning me. That's his confidence. So without siphoning me, he is essentially devoid of that confidence. So he doesn't know how to approach me without my confidence. He doesn't know how to approach me without siphoning me. And when I step back and deplete and water myself down and give him everything I have, then he has the ability to approach me. But that's only when I'm insecure. So if you're waiting for somebody to come into your life that is contributing to a lack mindset, then it's better to wait longer and find somebody who will make you feel like you. So that is my answer for that. Okay. Okay, Nikhil. And yes, Sublime, I agree, because I have been there as well with the narcissism. And you just gotta remember not only what you came from, right? Remember what you came from and remember why you left. Two most important things. The two most important things. Because even when you don't have confidence, even when you don't have somebody to talk to, the most important thing is that you have yourself. As much as you can. As much as you can. So Nikhil, let's talk about you real quick, because I'm ready for this. Okay, I had to warm up to it, I feel like. We're going through the spread and we're going to talk about you, okay? Alright. My makeshift cardboard table. Alright. This energy is making me feel wild, y'all. It's making me feel feral. It's making me feel ready to go. I think, first and foremost, Nikhil, I want to say that I feel like this divorce is for the best. And it usually is. It usually is. Because even if one person is unhappy with it, and it sounds like you're pretty bent out about it, usually the person that is unhappy about it at first ends up being the one that's happy about it in the long run. Okay? Yeah, stick with me, Nikhil. This might take a minute. Okay, this card is really This card is very much holding me. Okay. All right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start there, and then we'll pick up any other cards that call me. Okay. I got my phone on. I got my phone on. I got my phone on me, and if they need to call me, they gonna call me. They on speed dial. So basically, yes, I feel that you are coming out of this divorce, right? And I don't know, I've never gone through a divorce, so I'm going to speak on this lightly, but I do feel that you are coming out of divorce, and obviously you're feeling hurt. Obviously you're feeling like, you know, this person meant a lot to you. Obviously you're feeling like this person I gotta get warmed up, so just stick with me, okay? I haven't spoken on a divorce before. So, I feel you coming fresh out the gate. I feel you coming fresh out the gate. And yes, I feel like you have days that you're really upset about it. I feel this is a general feeling. This is a human feeling, of course. But I think that I think you know deep down that you have the ability to establish confidence after the fact. I think that you have the ability to establish confidence throughout this experience. And you gotta think about everything that, you know, maybe you experienced things in that marriage that were not ideal. Maybe you experienced things in that marriage that made you feel like you didn't have any choices. Maybe you experienced things in that marriage that made you feel like you were depleted. Yeah, I'm up for it. Yes, so back to you, Nikhil. Okay. So, this is a little tricky because this is like, I want to be as authentic as I can with you. And this is not something that I typically have. I've never spoken on this before. I'm always speaking about relationships, always speaking about breakups, but I have never spoken on marriage. So, divorce. I'm sorry. I've never spoken on divorce. But I do have to say that I think that it is truly for the best. I do have to say that I genuinely feel like you are coming out of this and you are I feel like you have moments after the fact that you kind of look at yourself and you say, you know what, there's still a little bit left. There's still a little bit left within me. I still have something to work with. And if you don't feel this way now, I do feel that you are slowly going to be coming into synchronization with this feeling. So we have the Hangman in reverse. And the Hangman upright is essentially being, ooh, Nikhil! So the Hangman upright is essentially having to be in between a rock and a hard place. And I do feel that this is in reverse for a reason, because when I hold it up to the screen, it is in the right side position. So I feel that this is directly for you, because I think that when you were in this marriage, you felt not only like you were depleted, but I really feel like you think that you are in between a rock and a hard place. And this just simply could have been feeling like the house that you stay in is all you have. Feeling like you could end up homeless if you don't have this person. And that's really unfortunate, because I have also been in that situation where, you know, I was with people, and it wasn't just for the house. You know, I really did love this person, but at the end of the day, it didn't feel logistical to stay with this person. It didn't feel logistical to stay with this person and consistently be able to pursue myself at the same time. So I think that this is a direct correlation of you coming out of it. I think this is a divorce that happened all of a sudden. I think this is a divorce that happened out of nowhere, and it might have even taken you by surprise. That's a confirmation. So I think that as you slowly started coming into understanding that now that it is over, you are left with a variety of choices. These cards are really significant. You are left with a variety of choices. And one of these choices is one of these choices is the fact that all you have to do is turn around and see the 2 cups that are still full, regardless of all of the cups that you ran through, trying to literally contribute to a dying marriage. So you're feeling free. I think yeah, honestly, good for you. Good for you. Fuck that guy. I don't know that guy, but fuck that guy. He ain't shit anyway. I feel like I want to say more about him, but I don't. I think the most important part is to just understand that regardless, as I said, of the many cups that you have ran through trying to contribute to this marriage, you are now free from having to endlessly pour into this black void. Thank you, Sublime. That's so sweet of you. So, basically my point, okay, this is honestly what I want to say this about him. I feel like it's significant, but I think that this person is kind of planning something with somebody else, not against you or anything, but I think that this person has been planning something with another woman in order to kind of, okay, yeah, wow, against you. Okay, it is about you, Nikhil. Hi, welcome in. I think that this person is truly, oh, I'm sorry. It's kind of I was saying Nikhila. Okay, because I read Nikhila. I thought it was a girl. Okay, so I'm sorry, but your energy is truly like this extraordinary, like, I'm sorry to say feminine. It's like this feminine essence. It's this caring essence. That's what I'm getting from you. So you have a very caring essence, and I do feel like this person was genuinely trying to establish a ploy with somebody else in order to kind of get you to leave them so that they could make you feel bad about leaving them and then continuously siphon off of you from that energy. But when you guys got to the point where you said, you know, I think that we just need to like cut this off, you finally felt free. You literally felt free because you understood that regardless of what this person was planning against you, it didn't work out. You're guarded, may I say. You are protected. You are protected regardless. Thank you so much, Nikhil. And you're next. Is it Bia or Baya? You're next. So yeah. There's something else here though. There's something else I want to talk about. I will say though, I think that this person wanted to leave you for somebody that they thought was essentially a high being, a high-ranking being spiritually, but they're gonna end up disappointing them. They're gonna end up, and then I think they're going to end up making them feel like they have to fight to get away from each other. But yes, I do feel that this person is like, got like a little booty call, if you will. And yes, the universe will always be here for you. The universe is always here for you. And you know, I'm not 100% accurate with everything. I'm not always going to be right where I need to be with the reading, but I will tell you vaguely what had happened, and I will tell you vaguely what is to be. So basically with this, I truly feel that this person has kind of established something with a man that is vain. This could even possibly be a woman, I'm not sure yet. But I think that they were looking for something from you that they just needed to establish security within themselves with. So they were literally trying to get something from you that they just didn't have within themselves, is what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's a little blurry to me. The whole situation is a little blurry to me, but your energy is pretty upfront. Your energy, and maybe that's literally all it's trying to tell me. I think your energy is upfront, and I think that this person is kind of not only vague with you, I think that this person was trying to hide something from you, is literally what I'm getting, is literally what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Deep Vibing. Let's keep that support up in the comments, y'all. I really appreciate that. Because I can only be here in terms of card reading. Sometimes I need y'all to support each other in the comments, you know what I mean? Let's keep it cool, kind, and classy, y'all. Hi, welcome in. So, yeah, I really feel like this person is essentially, I want to say that this person was cheating on you. That's what I want to say, but I'm trying to beat around the bush. Because I feel like part of you understands that that was a possibility. And I also feel like part of you is really still hurt about it, Nikhil. You have a doubt? That's good. But I'm definitely getting that there is a secret here. There's some kind of secret. Let's talk about this secret, okay? Let's talk about this secret. I'm a little scared to talk about it. I don't know why. I think you should repost if this resonates with your heart. You know what I mean? If you feel this in your soul, then yeah, go ahead. I would appreciate it, and it would mean so much to me. If you're not feeling what I'm saying, then that's a whole different story. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Accepting the situation is one thing, but understanding it is kind of a different thing. You know what I mean? Okay, so, okay, this person is for the streets. I'm trying to call them a hoe, and that's why I didn't want to say it, because I don't usually say stuff like that. This person is for the streets, Nikhil. You don't have anything to worry about, because this person is broad daylight trying to get some neck, okay? Broad daylight trying to get some neck, y'all. Oh, that's crazy. That's so hilarious. That is so hilarious. Okay, so, yes, here's the thing. I feel like this person is for the streets, and I feel like you are this energy of conquering balance and doing a juggle act within your own spirit, within your own soul. So I really feel like you're essentially giving up everything that they tried to essentially, like, kind of embroider into you. They really tried to make you somebody that you're not, is genuinely what I'm getting here. I'm just the messenger, Nikhil. So yeah, I really feel like you outdid yourself. I feel like you outdid yourself, because maybe this person is kind of starting to, like, reflect. Not necessarily reflect, but they're starting to really understand that their life path has not gotten them anywhere. They're starting to understand that their life path is making them literally feel devoid of happiness. So I really feel like that's what's coming down. That's what's coming down. And this kind of correlates to the energy that I was speaking on earlier, because I think that this person was trying to rebel against something that in the long run would contribute to their inner child. In the long run would contribute to their inner child, because I feel like you were there for this person. I feel like you were there for this person. And not to feed anybody's ego, but I really feel like you kind of like stood up for this person in times of doubt. You kind of like met this person where they didn't know how to meet themselves, literally, is exactly what I'm getting here. You met this person exactly where they didn't see themselves. You met this person where they didn't feel prosperous and where they felt unabundant. And even where they tried to, even where they fell back into bad habits, you were always there to pick their mess up, is literally what I'm getting. I think that in this relationship or in this marriage, you essentially were a maid and they were a hotel customer, is literally what I'm getting from this divorce. So I think that's why it's for this. Alright, Haifa. I think I said it right, but definitely feel free to correct me if I did not. Alright, Haifa. So yes, Nikhil, you have nothing to worry about, because this is the time that you can commence a journey of, I feel like, yes, this is about like taking a break, so it's good. It's good to take a break. It's good to take a break and accept where you were not reciprocated and seen for what you are. Accept where, and this is crazy, making me feel like a mad scientist. To give yourself a break. To give yourself a break and understand everything that you are is not only to find yourself, and it's not only to do for yourself what you need in the long run to contribute, to building your strength back up, but it is exactly what you need to establish balance within yourself. Nikhil, I like you, man. I like you. I think that this is really good energy. I think that you made the right choice. Even if it wasn't your choice, I think that you have participated in something and possibly learned from something from this person that will contribute to a better future. Contribute to your betterment. So good for you. And whenever you get down on yourself, just understand that there's only so much that you can do. Sometimes there's truly only so much that you can do and only so much that you can give until you break. Thank you for stopping in, Nikhil. Yes, of course. You're welcome. You guys are really important to me. I'm going to just take 2 minutes to read the comments, okay, y'all? Okay, so this is going to be a collective reading for the people that are asking me how somebody else feels about them. Like, straight up. Because I've been getting that a lot tonight. A lot. Yes, Nikhil, I really hope that you take that and you run with it, okay? That's my point. I really hope that you can take this feeling and you can baseline it. Baseline this feeling and understand that this will always be here for you. This feeling will always be here for you. This is literally your baseline. And to come from here and kind of radiate that out into the world is to radiate something from yourself, to radiate something from your true self, from your balanced self, from the world that is in you, from the world that is within you. So whenever you get down on yourself, just understand that there's so much of yourself to give to the right people. Because when you are with the wrong people, you are going to feel that there is nothing else for you. You are going to feel that there is nothing left for you, even to receive from yourself. Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk. I get hyped up for a second. Woo! Let's talk about everybody who be asking me how somebody else feels about them. I do not promote microplastics. It's just all I got right now. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so right away, I'm feeling stuck. I am feeling stuck. Okay. I'm feeling stuck because I think that people who are consistently coming to me and asking how somebody feels about them, let me see. I think you're giving them power. I think you're literally just giving them power to run with. You're literally giving them your power, and then you're making them feel like they are allowed to run with it and continuously, essentially use you as an energy supply, essentially use you as something that is contributing to their betterment, essentially use you as something that they can turn on and off. Like you're an object. Like you're an object. Wow. Yeah, okay, so I think that you have found a part of yourself that you maybe haven't really had in the past. I love you too, Nikhil. Thank you so much. Keep it cool, kind of classy from India, y'all. I don't know if y'all speak I don't know if you speak any Arabic. Arabic is all I know. I don't know it. So, Shikala Khan, thank you for coming in. So basically, I'm getting a little distracted. I literally am feeling just distracted. And I think that's like a sign. I think that's a sign. I'm just like reestablishing my energy. Thank you, Nikhil. I really appreciate you. Okay. It's literally that. And this is literally for everybody who's asking me. This is for everybody who is asking me about what other people are feeling about them. I truly just feel like I truly just feel like you are trying to outsource what you are receiving. I feel like this person takes so much from you that you inevitably have to outsource to fill your cup from everything else, and then you are normalizing the fact, excuse me, the confirmation that you are not receiving anything from this relationship. Hi, welcome in. Dwan Masodi. Yes. And I literally just feel like I have this overall feeling of like neutral. But like a monotone feeling. And good for you, Bia. Because that man probably for the streets anyway. So, woo! I got got the Tower card. You know, I know the Tower card is supposed to be like a really bad card, but I actually resonate with it so heavy. It actually is such a beautiful card to me. If I can say so, if I can just say this, the Tower is such a beautiful card to me. Because for me, it has always symbolized awakening. It has always symbolized letting go of the past and breaking complexes. But I think that's literally what it means here too. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that everybody who is asking me, once again, everybody who is asking me about people that, everybody who is asking me about what somebody else feels about them, I think that you just get left to your own devices. Because notice how, like, this is supposed to be their energy up here, right? This is their energy up here, and they just want, they take, they run with, and then they spend. This is your energy. This is what they're doing with your energy. And it's just this cycle over and over and over. So, because of this, you are sitting with yourself. You understand who you are. You know who you are. You know that you have a lot to offer. You know that you have so much to offer that when you don't get it, you know you have to outsource it. You know you have to outsource your resources because, once again, I'm just going to go through this whole story. I didn't know we had 4 other cards. They were all together. But, yes, you have to outsource your energy, and then you realize that you're not getting it. You ain't getting it how you live in it. Because you're such an abundant being. And when you're not able to use your abundance for your own life, for your own affairs, for your own truth, for your own abilities, it makes you somebody that you are not. And by this, I just mean that it makes you somebody who is essentially misjudging this person that makes you run around in the cycle. So you're literally continuously revolving around this person. And then at the end of the day, you don't have anything left for yourself, and you feel that you are, and this is what the cards are telling me, I feel like the more that you think about it, the more that you understand that you're allowed to pass judgment onto this person. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to say whether or not you want something. You're allowed to feel like they are not meeting you where you are. So I feel that you are finally coming into conclusion with that understanding. And because of this, it is simply breaking that complex of not being enough. It's breaking that complex of, thinking that this person is your forever, thinking that this person is your significant other, thinking that this person is all that you have. And because of this, you are finally standing up for yourself. And essentially what these cards are telling me is that because you are standing up for yourself, you are going to meet reward because of this. You are going to meet reward because of this. Confirmation. Alright, I'm going to do a little close-out speech with the cards, okay? And then I am going to cut it there. Unfortunately, I love to spend time with y'all, but I gotta go, take a bubble bath or something. Okay. It's been a lot of fun hanging with y'all. I really appreciate your support, and I appreciate everybody supporting each other in the comments. That is seriously what this world needs, because I can only do so much. I can only, I can read. But at the end of the day, I cannot sit in the comments and speak to y'all the way that, the way that you guys do for each other. Thank you so much, Bia. But yeah, I can't do that the way that you guys do that, okay? Because you guys are just in there and y'all can text each other, y'all have 10 minutes straight to just reply. And please don't normalize that I can't do that. Because if somebody is not meeting you and sitting down with you and communicating with you, which I physically am unable to do, don't regulate that in a relationship is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. You're so kind for saying that. Okay, so here's my closeout. Here's my closeout speech. I'll give a speech, okay? So first and foremost, I just, I want to thank everybody for coming. Okay, I won't go too deep into it, but basically, I just want to say, that to be true to yourself, and to stand for self, and to give up sinking energy into things that are not radiating who you are, that are not continuously radiating the frequency that contributes to yourself, is to allow others to blind you, and is to allow others to play games with your value. So I think that, and I know Collective has these spurts of just like coming back into synchronicity with themselves, and I know that when Collective does this, we have a tendency to see everything that is meant for us. We have a tendency to see the abundance and the connection and the truth of what is meant for us. And because we are able to sit back and see this world that is not before our eyes, we are able to embody it. And within embodying this energy of the world itself, we are able to establish vulnerability. We are able to establish vulnerability with ourselves. We understand that we don't always have to be our best self. We don't always have to be, we don't always have to be everything we need all the time. Sometimes it's okay to ask for help. Sometimes it's okay to sit back and say, I can't do this. So, because you are not receiving the support that you need, you are not receiving justice that is rightfully coming into your court. It is going to come into your court, and I think that it is going to come into your court the more that you wake up to yourself. The more that you wake up to your prosperity. This is essentially waking up on a gold mine. This is essentially waking up on yourself. And because you're waking up on yourself, that is what is creating and contributing to and correlating to your confidence. So I feel that for Collective, confidence in the past has come from essentially what you received, has come from the survival that you has established, has come from the freedom that you have established from leaving people who do not serve you. I mean, a little bit of everything. Has come from giving up bad habits. So this literally is not this confidence is no longer coming from things. This confidence is no longer coming from anything external, is literally what I'm getting. And because of that, you are giving up everything that has contributed to your magical essence that was based on external things. So, the only thing left for you to do is to sit back. The only thing left for you to do is to sit back and enjoy the ride. That's all that is left for you, okay? And I know, see, this is the thing about collective, because I know that we have a tendency to look at our environment and say, this is not serving me. To look at our environment and say, this is not who I am. What am I missing here? You know, I feel that I'm missing something. The only thing that you're missing is to sit back and see yourself. Is to sit back and see how much you give. Naturally. Because I don't think that collective understands how much they give. I don't think that collective understands how much they have walked away from. I feel like I need to pull one more out. Yeah, hang on. Miss Dunn? Oh. I think that y'all could have something with potential. I will just say that, because I am holding on to this card. I'm holding on to this card while I'm thinking and contemplating. And I think that it is for you. I think you can establish something with this person. But just be careful. Always be careful. Always be weary. Always be understanding of maybe when you need to communicate or when this other person needs to communicate as well. And that is what I am constantly reminding people tonight, is to just always be weary of the communication. Because when you sit down with somebody and you can see that they are not open to it, or if you can see that they are open to it, then that is a direct correlation to how your future is going to go with this person. Okay, so I have the Ace of Cups, I have the Chariot, and I have the King of Wands. And next to it all is essentially reversed prosperity. But the reversed Ace of Cups is kind of getting my attention. Clarify. Oh, here it is. Here's the clarification. Okay. So yeah, I'm getting from this that I'm getting from this that you're working really hard to receive something. And when you finally receive an ounce of what you're looking for, it makes you feel powerful. It makes you feel like somebody. It makes you feel like everything that you've been working for has paid off. So, because of this, it is making you look, it is making you look at your power as something that needs to be carried. It's making you look at your power as something that needs to be essentially dragged with you. So I feel like, I don't know why I feel the need to talk about this, but I'm always getting this. I feel like you're waiting for reciprocation from somebody who is simply not giving it to you the way that you need to get it. The way that you need to get it. The way that you need to get it. The way you need to get it. The way you need to get it. The way you need to get it. Okay? So that is for everybody who is asking me about how somebody feels about them. Yeah, that's beautiful. Just a little reminder about the way you need to get it. Thank you, Muskan. Okay, Paradise. Alright, Paradise. I'm gonna give you a little fill-in, okay? I'm gonna give you a little fill-in. And then I'm gonna cut it. And then I'm gonna cut it. I felt the need to hang out. I felt the need to really like linger. I felt the need to linger. Let's talk about a paradise. I think that this person is making you feel really good about yourself. I think that this person is making you feel good about yourself, but okay, here's the thing with the communication. Because while you feel really good about yourself, you might be carrying something that is in correlation to an old version of yourself, if that makes sense. So when we're trying to establish relationships with people and we're carrying old parts of ourselves, we can't go any further with this person until we like end the old journey that we went on. So maybe for you, I feel the need to talk about this. Maybe for you, it's just the fact that you had something from your past that made, and even relationships. Maybe you had relationships in your past that made you feel not so good about yourself. So now you're finally at the point where you feel really good about yourself. But to understand within this relationship, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this, to understand when you are in this relationship, or any relationship for that matter, if you are feeling a immense, compassionate form of love bombing, or if you are contributing a form of love bombing to this person, that is going to immensely kind of throw off the balance of the potential of this relationship. Yeah. So, ex-fiance, in that case, there might have been, I just feel like it's that communication thing, where it's, two people that are trying their best, but at the end of the day, it's just that there's something in the way, you know what I mean? Just chilling. I'm getting sleepy. Okay. The oracle is getting sleepy, y'all. But yes, I feel that communication has a huge part of essentially cutting ties. And maybe that's like the issue. If you're asking me if this is something that is going to be reestablished, then there's a possibility if both of you are willing to communicate. That's the thing. You both have to be willing to communicate. And I'm not saying that you're not, but I'm saying that maybe possibly this person is not. Maybe possibly this person is not. Because I've said this a few times today, but if you sit down and talk with somebody and you see the way that they react to you communicating, it's a surefire sign to understand the way that they're going to communicate with you in the future. I think that this person might be in their own way. Excuse me. Confirmation. I think this person might be a little bit in their own way. And I think that being a little bit in their own way is kind of clouding their best judgment. Oh, okay. Yeah, that too. I think this person being in their own way is really contributing to kind of like, I'm seeing like a rubber band. It's really contributing to like weighing on the potential of the relationship. I got these 3 cards to come out. Let me make sure they're all the right way. I mean, honestly, this might be your energy. Oh, okay. Well, that's on the floor now. On the floor, so it might have just magnified the energy. issue that I got. I'm getting sleepy, y'all. Okay. So I'm getting sleepy, but I really enjoy talking to you guys. I really enjoy talking to you guys. And I enjoy talking about these muskrats, okay? Oh wait, no, I picked that up upright. I don't even fucking know, y'all. I'm lacking on this. Okay, this is coming out sideways. We have a sideways reading. This is upside down. I think that this is, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you, Paradise. I think that this is something that you need to walk away from in order to thoroughly see yourself and then act on the tools that you can establish within yourself. I think that this is something that kind of needs to be put away, and it's not something that, you know, maybe you guys can rekindle this in the future, but just don't worry about that right now. You know what I mean? Just worry about you right now. And I know that that's a cliche thing to say, but just worry about what you can, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about this. Think about what you can accomplish. Think about what you can accomplish if you pursue all of the resources and the tools and the pentacles and the cups and the swords and the wands within yourself. Just to take that magic, take that emotion, take that fight, and take that self-worth, and then compile it all into one being is such an important part of establishing yourself. And to walk away from somebody who maybe doesn't have the ability to communicate with you is so important in order to unlock and access that within yourself. Excuse me, confirmation. Alvania, hi Alvania, welcome in. So yeah, Paradise, I wish you the best, and you're gonna make whatever decision you want, but it's really easy. Remember how easy it is to just let somebody, you know, come in and say, yeah, okay, I'll go on a date with you, I'll do this, I'll do that. Just like, to essentially, you know, it feels so good. I'm gonna be honest, it feels so good to just like, kind of give up your essence, like give yourself up and be like, yeah, that sounds okay, like just be, just be like a ditzy lady. It feels so good to just be a ditzy lady sometimes and give people what they want. Thank you, Paradise. So when you are like just contributing to like establishing a connection with somebody and they aren't even willing to sit down with you and communicate, then it's like, it feels good to like give them what they want, because the way that they react to you working tirelessly for them is this, it's like a mimic of royal energy. So when they mimic this royal energy, you feel like you can rely on them. You feel like you can depend on them. You feel like you can look to them. But realistically, to leave and move away from this is to cut the ties of what is not contributing to your overall emotional health. Yeah. So take that one to the bank, y'all. All right. Yeah, Paradise, I mean, I know you're going to do what you want regardless, but just remember, like, really take into consideration who you are. Take into consideration what you're capable of, because at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't meet that, then sometimes you truly just have to meet it for yourself in order to see it for yourself, you know, in order to feel it for yourself, and in order to unlock it within yourself, essentially. It's such a good feeling. And like I said, maybe you will rekindle this in the future with this person. Maybe you guys will come into contact with each other. But if you never unlock what is within you initially, if you never unlock what is within you initially and take everything that is beneficial from the universe in order to do so, then you will never come into contact with who you truly are. And to fall out of contact with who you truly are and your inner child, is to fall out of blessings and synchronization with the universe. Yeah. That's a check. That's what I heard. That's a check. That's a check for the bank. Okay, y'all? We turning up the heat out here. We being honest about what we feel out here. Thank you, Paradise. That was for you. That was for you. So just remember, that's literally symbolic of what you're asking me, because it's essentially, me telling you that you deserve better and to reciprocate your energy. And if you don't feel that way with somebody, then it's time to essentially cut your ties, or cut your losses. Cut your losses and ties, for sure. Cut your losses and ties. This keeps going for you. Cut your losses and ties, because to cut your losses and ties is to understand that if you didn't receive something from this person, it only means that there is better something for you somewhere else. A better something for you somewhere else. And I think I'm saying something because this could just be referring to an environment, right? This could just be referring to an environment that you need to kind of break your mindset for in order to be open to. And the way that you can break your mindset for this is to essentially open your third eye and close your physical eyes. Close your two eyes. Close your eyes that perceive the world in a way that is, perceive your world. I feel like you've really been essentially groomed, and it might be by this person, that is in a sense that you had to regulate the idea of essentially always feeling irregular. You had to regulate the idea of always feeling out of balance. You had to regulate the idea of always feeling heartbroken. And you had to regulate the idea of feeling like you can't trust yourself. And that's why it felt so good to rely on this person. Even though they reacted to your trust in an egoic manner. In a negative egoic manner, because we all need ego, we're human. It depends on how you use that ego. But I really feel that to essentially give up that mindset, right, is to lay that workload down. I've been getting a lot about that in my readings. To just lay that workload down. And it could also be symbolic of you being taught that you need to give up on trying to heal because you're not going to see the benefits from it. You're not going to see the benefits from it. So this is kind of sad, Paradise. This is just what I'm getting. Take what resonates truly, because this is a collective reading. But that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that, I want to say this lightly. But I am getting that this person tried to use you. And that I feel like they loved you. I do feel like that. But I do feel like they took advantage of that love and tried to see how far, literally coming back to that rubber band analogy, because I feel like they tried to see how long they could stretch that rubber band until it snapped. Because they literally wanted to use you to contribute to their confidence in the long run. They wanted to use you to contribute to their betterment. They wanted to essentially say that there is a good woman behind this man. Essentially say that you are the good woman behind this man. But they wanted to take all of the They wanted to take all of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Credit. Credit. They wanted to take all the credit for it. So yeah, I mean, I really just feel like, you know, you got to the point where you were trying to essentially like be this person that is so out of alignment with yourself. And the more that you finally stick up for yourself and you say like, this person, excuse me, made me feel this way. This person made me feel that way. This person made me feel like I wasn't enough. Good. I'm glad that you're like not giving me a hard time about it. So thank you. So yeah, so now that you told me that that's true, like I really feel like this person tried. I'm gonna be honest. Like I really feel like this person tried to. Essentially, it's like this feeling I'm getting. This person tried to hold you back from your brightest future and your brightest self in order to essentially be the ocean that is you. The flow that is you. That's a better word that I'm looking for. They wanted to essentially siphon off of your flow continuously. They wanted to siphon off of that abundance. And abundance is endless when used properly. So they wanted to essentially like hook into your soul and then make you feel like this person is the contribution to why you feel so good about yourself. When truthfully, this is just your soul. This is just your soul. That's just what it is. So I think you're a good person. This is just your soul. And I think that they were really trying to siphon off of it and convince you, this is where that grooming is coming in. I think that they were really trying to convince you that you were less than them and essentially try to destiny swap with you. Because as soon as you got to the point where you said, yeah, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe you have a point. Maybe I'm not this. Maybe I'm not that. Maybe I don't have what I need. Then that's literally giving them all of the power that they need. That's giving them all the power that they need. So the more that you step back and you say, you know what, you're not good for me. The more that you're honest with yourself about what you feel, the more you're going to see this magnify. And the more that you're going to see the intent that this person had for you. Because that's truly what it takes sometimes when we're in a negative environment or with a negative being, is to just step back from it and say, damn, that was that was not in balance with who I am as a being. Like that was so out of balance and synchronization with who I am as a being that it was offensive. So coming back to that judgment card, to finally say, you know, that was offensive, what this person did to me. What this person thought that they could get away with, because they're finally understanding that they can't get away with it. Yeah. Perfect timing, because my phone's at 15%. So that was a great reading. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for keeping it real. Thank you for not giving me a hard time. Thank you for supporting each other. Thank you for loving each other and showing up for each other in the comments, because I friggin' live for that stuff. So I will be back as soon as possible. You know, I'm working with what I got in my life, but I'll be back as soon as I can. And when I am back, we are going to talk about a new cycle.